Let's talk just a little bit first about why you give back to the community as much as you do when you really don't have to.
Yeah, I'm a Los Angeles native, and growing up here, I think it's funny you don't actually meet a lot of people who are actually from LA. So I feel extremely fortunate to be in the position I'm in. I feel extremely lucky to have gotten the opportunity 9 years ago to become a Dodger and really build this platform that I have today. And I feel like it's a responsibility for Court and I to give back to our great fans, give back to our community, and help lift people up.
And of course, a lot of young people, you can see the thanks that they have in their eyes when you do things for them.
Yeah, that's probably the most rewarding thing is when you walk into a hospital room and you see a kid and you see their faces light up, and you talk to people from the hospital weeks later and they're still talking about that moment and that experience. And I think those little things and just showing up and just being there are enormous gestures. And with our foundation, we have a platform to do it on grander scale, so that's kind of the fun part.
What a huge weakness is your golf tournament and that thing called the Super Bowl that's going to be played in a few days too.
Yeah, actually we pushed the tournament back a week this year, and we had our kickoff party last night. We actually branded it as the first official Super Bowl party of the week, so it was a huge success. We had a great time last night, and looking forward to getting out on the course today, and hopefully going par birdie.
Yeah, that would be nice. You got a prediction for the big game?
Ooh, I think it's going to be 27-24 Rams.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I like that.
That's a real good
And
one.
it's going to be a field goal to win it.
At the end of the game.
Yep.
That builds up the drama.
Yep.
That's for sure. But Major League Baseball is going through a little bit of a controversy right now.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this controversy that they're going on, the lockout, if you will, with everything else that's going on with the virus?
Yeah, obviously it's not a position we want to be in. We think we have the best fans in the country, and we want to be on the field and performing for them and letting them come out and enjoy America's pastime. But at the same time, we just want a fair shot at it, with what's going on with the owners. And so we have a lot of really involved people who are getting deep into negotiations, I'll say. And I'm hoping now that we can hold out for a full regular season and maybe a little bit of a shortened spring training, which honestly I'm not going to complain about, but hoping for a full 162.
You're always truthful. Thank you.
Justin, can you tell us a little bit about the foundation and the work that you do for people that don't know?
Yeah, so we started in 2016, Court and I, and our two main beneficiaries are homeless veterans. We actually opened a homeless veteran program at the Los Angeles Dream Center. There's 25 beds for men, 18 beds for women, separate houses, and the program's been thriving ever since it's opened up. And then, as I said earlier, we spend a lot of time in hospitals, so Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, UCLA Mattel, Cedars-Sinai, visiting kids, creating experiences, and just trying to be a bright spot in the terrible things that they have to deal with on a daily basis.
Justin, I know you talk about what you do and what you guys do and how tangible it is, but a lot of your teammates seem to have followed what you and Clayton have done. Is that just as important because there might be a day where Justin Turner is not playing anymore?
Yeah, I think obviously the most important thing is reaching out and lifting up and impacting as many people as we can. But for me, the second biggest thing, there's your protege. There's the guy that carries your show every week.
I can't shake this guy.
The second most important thing, though, is helping guys realize their platform as well and that they can have a big impact. And it's been absolutely amazing over the last couple of years, seeing Chris Taylor, Kenley Jansen, Will Smith's getting stuff going, Walker Buehler, all starting foundations and really trying to take advantage of the platform that they have, and I couldn't be happier for them.
As far as your offseason goes, because spring training hasn't started on schedule as of now, has anything changed with your offseason? Does it feel like there's anything different looming over you guys?
For me, it's a lot different, actually, because I've spent the last, well, not all of them, because I've been a free agent a couple times, but usually when I'm under contract as a Dodger, I spend every day at Dodger Stadium training in the offseason. So when the doors closed on December 1st, I had to figure out something new and figure out where to work out, figure out where to hit, figure out where to take ground balls. So it kind of took me back to my minor league days when it was a grind trying to figure out how I'm gonna get everything done and get ready for the season.
Do you think preparation could be affected by you not being able to be there for other players that are coming back from injuries?
I think it depends on how long we get for spring training. Obviously, I mentioned I prefer shorter spring training, but also it's a time for guys to make sure they're in shape and ready to go. So, hopefully whatever we settle on or figure out, everyone's in a good enough spot where, we don't have to look at an increased number of injuries.
And I guess this golf tournament is a great reminder that players like yourself do care about the community that they play in.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I'm from LA. I grew up here, and I have so much to be thankful for, and I just want to give back. And also, if you look around, some of the guys rolling in who come out and support is really amazing. You got Andre Ethier, Scott Kazimir, Corey Seager standing right behind you. Will Smith will be out here today. Mookie Betts, Albert Pujols. Back to my Mets days, David Wright, Josh Satin, Ike Davis will be out here. So that's what's another thing that's really cool is just seeing the support. Guys flying in from all over the country just to come out and support the foundation. So we're very grateful for that.
Justin, who was kind of your first inspiration that you saw doing great things in the community that made you want to do it?
Yeah, so in New York I had David Wright, who has a huge foundation with the Children's Hospital in Virginia, actually. And went to a few of his events. He did a casino night in New York, which they were really fun. Also, when I got over here, Clayton Kershaw, Adrian Gonzalez were. Oh man! There goes all my content for the day.
This golf tournament never happened.
I'll speak to you later.
But yeah, Adrian and Clayton obviously set the bar pretty high with their philanthropy, and so now I feel like I'm trying to carry the torch and pass that on to our younger guys. And like I said, I'm excited that they're getting their own thing going, and I love going to their stuff and support them.
How much is the work that you guys with the foundation, how much has it changed the last couple of years with the pandemic and just trying to find different ways to impact the community?
Yeah, so the most difficult part is not having the person-to-person interaction that we're used to. Going into rooms, meeting families, hanging out with kids, going to the Dream Center, hanging out up there, doing events. So I think that is the hardest part. It doesn't feel as authentic when you're talking to kids over Zoom or through an iPad. So hopefully, we're on the back end of this pandemic and we can start getting back in, seeing all the kids and back up to the Dream Center and get closer to normal.
Just being able to do this, does it almost kind of feel like a return to normalcy? Because you didn't get to do this last year, right?
Yeah, we had to postpone it last year. So the amount of support this year has been insane. Like I said, we had a kickoff party last night that we were anticipating about 70 to 80 people, and I think we had about 140 people come and support that. And then this year we have more sponsors than we've ever had that were in early. We sold this thing out a while ago, so just can't thank everyone enough for getting involved. And I think it's, like you said, it's kind of an indication that people are itching to get back out and do things and try to get back to normal.
As far as baseball prep goes, what have been some of the new things you've had to do this offseason to kind of make up for not being able to go to Dodger Stadium?
Yeah, so a lot of workouts in my house, and then I'm going and hitting with Doug Latta, who has a facility, which that's not really new. I'm just going more often with him now, and then getting out to some local junior colleges and hitting on the field and taking ground balls and stuff. So it hasn't been that difficult. It's just different.
Has the whole process been frustrating to you or kind of players in general, just about how the negotiating's gone so far? Just kind of how your feeling been on the progress that's been made or some of the stalemates that there's been?
I don't think it's frustrating. I think it's kind of expected. But at the end of the day, we just want competition. We want 30 teams to go out and try to win a championship. And hopefully we're making some progress in that department.